Namaste to all of the divine feminines out there. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, here to do our Divine Feminine Friday reading. So we are under the influence of this eclipse energy. So today is May 5th, the 5/5 portal, and the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And it's been pretty, last night I was like, I'm so excited because I really felt like this eclipse was going to be kind of a metric for the soul work, like how far I've come, or, it won't really bother me if I've done my work. Well, I was just so excited, and I was like, I'm so looking forward. I'm not feeling any turbulence with this eclipse whatsoever. And then it's like an emotional roller coaster. 1 minute I'm joyful and full of bliss, and the next minute it's just like deep, heavy energy, like I just want to burst into tears. So who knows what's going to happen during this reading. So let's see what's going on for the divine feminine energy under this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio energy. And from the divine feminine oracle, Kali, the mother of the universe, I release all that doesn't serve me. It is time to be the truth of who I am. That sums it up. This is about releasing anything, whether you want to release it or not. This is transformation time. This is being the truth of who you are. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's pull from the Rose Oracle. This is going to be primarily an oracle reading, and then I will pull some tarot. But with these powerful energies, I want to focus on the oracle energies for this reading. This is the Rose Oracle. The Thorn. Protection, boundaries, clear communication. This is part of the energies that we are experiencing. Number one, Mercury in retrograde is not always clear communication. But I think with this Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse, it's almost like you're cutting through the bullshit. One way or another, the truth is coming out. And there's this the boundary energy of setting boundaries. We've seen that in the readings recently. But this is the thorn. And there was something about what we read yesterday about the thorn, being a thorn. This is the divine abundance. Awakening. Oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. All right, one more from the power of love. This is really just summing up this energy from this eclipse. And it just feels like, if there was something that you were just trying to, maybe not even consciously aware you were holding on to, but were holding on to because of ego, I'm just getting the sense that that's just being ripped away. It's just like, it's like cellophane. They're showing me like cellophane, and just all the cellophane that just wraps up like a product when you buy it. It's just ripping all of that off so you can get to the actual truth. This is humility. That's about that ego. This is about letting go whatever you're holding on to from ego. So we have the mother of the universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It is time to be the truth of who I am. That is Queen of Swords energy. We've seen that Queen of Swords energy coming out in the readings. And that is triggering the divine masculine, because they're in this fear-based energy, that the divine feminine is in this Queen of Swords energy, and that is going to be, that they are, the divine masculine energy is going to be just kind of cut loose. And then we have protection, boundaries, and clear communication. It's really important that you stay in touch with your authentic self, the truth of who you are. It's really important that's from where you set your boundaries. Not boundaries to pad your ego or to, they're telling me play games. This is about your authentic self, setting your boundaries based upon your self-worth, self-love, what you know is true for you. And, it can't be setting boundaries with, and I want to say malicious intent is what they're saying, but it's more like out of spite. I know exactly what they're talking about. Awakening. We've known that this is part of the Ascension process. This fated eclipse is part of our Ascension process, part of the Divine Masculine's Ascension process, and humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. So out of this non-judgment energy, we're not in judgmental energy with others. We realize that they're just on their path, their journey, at a different point than us. This is the Muse Tarot. It's the King of Pentacles. Just going to pull some cards and find out what the message is. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Divine Feminine, you may be dealing with an earth sign, or because we are in the axis of the Taurus Scorpio alignment with this full moon, it could be about your value, what you value, how you value yourself, how you value your connections. But this is this King of Pentacles is very Earth Taurian energy. Then you may want to sit down. The Moon, the Wheel, and the Justice card. All three major arcana. The Moon being the full moon, as pictured here. The Divine Feminine just staring at that moon, knowing that this is a fated change. There's that Wheel of Fortune, that's fate. And then we have the Justice card. This is all the karma. This is karmic justice. This is balance. This is equalizing the energy. Feels like the great equalizer. And if you see her emerging as her authentic self, this is your truth. This is the truth of who you are. Just like in this oracle card, the truth of who you are is emerging. And all of the little layers, the veils that you kind of cast over yourself, which is ego, and that's being just kind of, it was like a shroud. They're showing me a shroud, like you were layered in this shroud, and that shroud is now being removed. This full moon lunar eclipse is definitely, this is Divine Feminine energy, this is emotions, but this is definitely referencing the full moon in Scorpio. But instead of having the Death card, we have this Justice card in the Wheel. Justice in the Wheel of Fortune. This is, I don't want to say ending, and I don't want to say equalizing, but it's kind of like neutralizing the karma. This could be good for the connection, but you need to clearly communicate. I mean, all bullshit aside, find the truth of who you are and communicate from there. Set your boundaries from there. No more games. No more, back and forth protection energy. Like I'm going to hide behind this mask. I'm going to not reveal how I feel. I'm not going to show my vulnerability. pull some more from the Muse Tarot. And then we're going to get into some self-care. Yeah, the Fool. Hello. Another major arcana. They're telling me that's enough. This is a whole new way of being now. From this point forward, you need to be truthful, honest, even if it makes you vulnerable. Outside of the, yeah, and I just saw they just told me to look at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Inspiration. This is from now on, your actions need to be in alignment with the truth of who you are. Your actions from this point forward need to be in alignment with the truth of who you are, regardless of how other people see you, regardless of your fear-based, if I do that, I'm going to be vulnerable, I'm afraid, I don't want to expose myself. This is being real. This King of Pentacles, this is being real. This is time for the Divine Feminine to be real. No illusions, no masks, no fear. Let's pull from Everyday Miracles. Yeah, this really feels, it says, I am entitled to miracles. I do not perceive my own best interest. What do we need to know? There's just like it's a fundamental energy. It's like this is a baseline. This is the new baseline. This is the new baseline for your truth. It cannot be that it is hard to do the task that Christ appointed you to do, since it is He who does it. I am among the ministers of God. This is doing divine source work through you. But in order to do that, there can't be any misintent, malintent. Alignment and truth. That's it. That's all. That's our job now. Alignment and truth. I could see peace instead of this. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. So nothing real. Remember, this is real. This is real. Nothing real can be threatened because nothing unreal exists. Oh, let me show you the back of that. Pull one more from this and then we'll go on to the sacred self-care. I place the future in the hands of God. A healed mind does not plan. It carries out the plans that it receives through listening to wisdom that is not its own. This is becoming the clear channel. Because you are now in your authentic truth, you will attract downloads and guidance because you are a clear channel. And you are going to now be a vehicle to do the work of the divine as it works through you. This isn't about us anymore. So this is about being in alignment with our mission, our purpose, and being an instrument of the divine plan. Okay, we have a flipper here, obviously. Nope, that's that card. I picked up Awakening again. Let's see. Journal. It's a 29 card, which is an 11. We have Journal, and the other 11 card that we have is the Justice card. Journal your truth. I mean, if you can't speak it out loud to other people, try journaling it instead. Maybe writing down your truth. Maybe just writing down and reading your own words, it's a way of validating your own truth. But you're going to know whether that's your truth or not. You may need to commit it on paper. You can also, and here we have read, so we have reading and writing. It's a 42 card. And spend time with animals. These are all very quiet activities. It's kind of quieting your sense of your outer self and being connected with your inner self. And writing about that experience. Ground yourself. I think it's really important with the intensity of these energies that maybe you write down this experience. Maybe you need to, do a burning bowl ceremony where you release what it is that you no longer serve. What I'm getting, and this is what I'm hearing. Whatever is being released is something you're reluctant to release. That's why this is kind of this faded, intense, ripping the Band-Aid off. Whatever this is, you haven't released it yet because you don't want to. You're clinging to it because of either ego or you're afraid of being hurt. You're afraid of being vulnerable. This is time to stand in your truth. Inhale confidence and exhale doubt. There's no room for doubting yourself anymore. The divine is using you as an instrument for its divine will. And you, as part of your spiritual journey, surrender to that. It's kind of like the agreement, which is great because in the process, you're bestowed all of these blessings and the synchronicities and the downloads and the guidance. It's just like there's a symbiotic relationship between you and the divine now. But whatever it is, the price of that is letting go whatever you've been reluctant to let go. And just calling it. I mean, we're grown-ups. We can call out our truth. They're showing me an image of somebody like in this, is usually the Fool card. In one of the decks, they're kind of like on a cliff, and I can just see somebody calling out their truth on a cliff, almost to hear it echoed back to them as confirmation. That's kind of just like scream your truth to the universe, and it will come back to you as confirmation, is what they're saying. Know your worth. That's setting those boundaries. Being authentic. As a divine being, imagine your worth. Imagine your worth. To the divine is using you as an instrument to do work, to help others, to help humanity, to help, the energy of the universe, the energy of this planet. Life is tough, but so am I. So when you start to lapse into that self-doubt, just, pull yourself up. Say, you know what? I can do this. Because the universe has your back. May your coffee be hot and your eyeliner be even. For someone like me, that's really relevant. All right. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. I think the overarching message here is there's no more room for bullshit in this part of our journey. And I really felt like with this full moon eclipse that I had done enough work that I wouldn't be affected by this. And that was definitely ego, because I can feel it. I can feel the, having to really sort through what is my ego-based thinking and what is my truth. That is the process I'm going through. And a clear communication. I can just honestly, if you identify as a twin flame, if you feel like you're connected to twin flame energy, honestly ask yourself, has communication been an issue? Have I communicated from my authentic self, or did I communicate from my wounded self? I can tell you honestly, it was from my wounded self. And now it's time to authenticate your truth. As a divine feminine, truly a divine feminine, it is time to authenticate your truth. I'm going to leave it there. Namaste.